Welcome everyone here at Adidas headquarters, North American headquarters in Portland. Also welcome to all of you who are watching via MLS Soccer and our MLS YouTube channel and other platforms on the internet this afternoon. My name is Dan Cordemanch with Major League Soccer, and we are thrilled to be here in Portland today for a very, very exciting announcement. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce the gentlemen who are on our dais today. We will start to my immediate left. We have the President and Deputy Commissioner of Major League Soccer. It's Mr. Mark Abbott. Next to Mr. Abbott, we have FC Bayern Munich Board Member for Internationalization and Strategy, Mr. Jorg Wacker. Next to Jorg, we have a gentleman who certainly needs no introduction here in Portland. He's the owner of the Portland Timbers, Merritt Paulson. Next to Merritt, we are very, very pleased to have our key sponsor for the All-Star Game, AT&T's Oregon President, Mr. George Granger. And then finally, we're thrilled to have a longtime partner since the inception of Major League Soccer, actually, our friends from Adidas. We have Adidas America's President, Mr. Patrick Nielsen. So before we get started with some official remarks, and we will have some official remarks from each of the gentlemen on the dais, then we'll also have a Q&A, we'll have a photo op, have a lot of fun with it today. But I'd like to take a look and share with everyone a little preview of what we're going to see this summer here in Portland. So let's go to the video. Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Mark Abbott. You can actually stay down there.
I can? Okay. Thank you, Dan. First, I'd like to thank our partners at Adidas and Patrick Nielsen for hosting us today. As Dan said, they've been a partner of the league since the league's inception and have been a key supporter of ours through thick and thin over the last 20 years, and we appreciate their support and look forward to being here next summer with them as we host the 2014 AT&T MLS All-Star Game. It's my great pleasure to be able to announce that the opponent for the 2014 AT&T MLS All-Star Game will be Bayern Munich. I think you all know that Bayern is one of the most storied and successful clubs in the history of the sport, and for our All-Stars to be able to face them next summer is going to be both a great challenge but a great honor, and I think provide fans a really wonderful game and experience. I think it's particularly fitting that we're going to have the game here in Portland. Those of you who live here and those of you who are watching and have seen games from here, what is happening here is nothing short of magical. That's a tribute to Merritt Paulson, the owner, and Mike Golub and his staff and what they've able to accomplish in a very short period of time here. And so for us to be able to have the opportunity to expose a wide, worldwide audience to what this magic is a great opportunity for us. In the U.S., it'll be broadcast on our domestic partners, ESPN and Unimas, be available in Canada on TSN and RDS, and in over 130 countries worldwide. And so we look forward to that worldwide audience seeing what's happening here in Portland. I know that Merritt was at the All-Star game that we have in Kansas City, and he spent a lot of time looking and seeing what was happening there. And I know Merritt's competitive nature, and I'm quite confident that after what he saw there, we're going to have a wonderful experience here in Portland, and we're excited to see what that's going to bring. We'd also like to thank AT&T and George Granger for being here today. AT&T, like Adidas, has been a partner. The very first commercial deal I was involved with was with AT&T in 1996. And they've been a longtime partner of the league, a sponsor of the AT&T All-Star Game, and that's a tremendous relationship for us, and we look forward to continuing that for many years to come. You know, Jorg, I had a chance to talk to Merritt a little bit about how they prepare the Timbers to make sure that they're at their optimum and what tips they might have for the All-Stars to be at their optimum next summer when we face Bayern, because we know that you're a tremendously successful club. We've moved the game a week later this year because we want the players that were participating in the World Cup, both for our MLS All-Stars and for Bayern, to be able to play in the game. And so one of the things that we found here is that there's a great number of things to do in Portland. Great restaurants, famous for its wines, and we find if the players stay out all night before the game, that's the optimum training. So we're going to recommend that the Bayern players, and we can find where you should go, stay out the entire night before the game, and that will help with your preparation. So
we'll put the Timbers Army outside.
So once again, thank you so much, Jorg. Thank you for bringing Bayern to participate, and we look forward to seeing you all next summer.
Thank you, Mark. Now we'll turn it over to Jorg Wacker from Bayern Munich. Jorg.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure for us being here today. Thank you very much to Adidas for hospitality. On behalf of our club Bayern Munich, it's an honor for us to play in the MLS All-Star Game as the first German club. The MLS has a very positive development in the last years, and we are really looking forward to compete against their best players. In addition, the MLS All-Star Game is a very important step in our international strategy. We see the West market as a very important market for us. Therefore, we plan our own subsidiary within the next couple of months in New York City. And of course, the summer tour in 2014 with a highlight game here in Portland against the MLS All-Star team. Our goal here in the future will be get closer with our brand, our team, and our philosophy to our more than 10 million Bayern Munich fans here in the US, and we also want to get closer to all the American soccer fans. We, Bayern Munich, have won the triple last year. We won the German Bundesliga, we won the German Cup, and the Champions League. It was an amazing year. We on top won the UEFA Super Cup. So we are really proud that we are one of the best teams in the world, and in August we will be here again, and really looking forward to play the MLS All-Star Game, and I'm very confident that our coach Pep Guardiola will come over with our best team and all our superstars. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jorg. Now we'll turn it over to Merritt.
I'd say that in July, I believe, when Don Garber announced Portland as the 2014 host city, the MLS All-Star Game, I spoke a little bit about the significance of that announcement for our city, in that it's not just a national, but it's an international spotlight on Soccer City, USA. Today's announcement of our opponent, Bayern Munich, I think really underscores that point. I would also like to thank Adi and MLS, because I think at that same press conference I said we're going to have the best football club that's ever played in the city of Portland playing for the All-Star Game, and you guys made me look good on that one, so I appreciate it. And then lastly, just on behalf of the Portland Timbers, I really want to welcome Bayern Munich to the city of Portland. We're just absolutely delighted to have you guys here. I'm sure Pep is already getting nervous thinking about this game. So, you know, anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Merritt. Now we'll turn it over to AT&T's George Granger. George?
Well, thanks, Dan. As both an AT&T employee and a giant soccer fan, I'm excited that AT&T is sponsoring the 2014 MLS All-Star Game right here in Portland. As you all know, and we've heard already, Portland's a hotbed for soccer, and there's no doubt that the stadium is going to be rocking as Major League Soccer's very best is playing one of the greatest teams in Europe. So we're all excited to be part of this. And this marks, as was mentioned earlier, our 6th year as sponsor of this game. And we keep coming back because the fans love it. And this is one of our objectives, to connect our customers to their passions. That's a priority at AT&T. So whether the fans are attending the game, or watching it on television, or following it on a mobile device, we want to make sure they have the best experience possible. That's why we're investing billions of dollars across the country to build out our 4G LTE network. And right here in Oregon, we've invested nearly $80 million in the first half of this year alone to improve and enhance our coverage. And we've made nearly 550 wireless network upgrades in the state alone this year. But our work continues, and we'll continue expanding and enhancing our networks across the country in 2014. Finally, I just wanted to say we're very proud to be the official communication sponsor of Major League Soccer and the 2014 MLS All-Star Game. There'll be some exciting events that you'll be hearing about as we move towards the game, so please stay tuned for that news. And we're delighted again to be part of this incredible game, and a great opportunity to show off the city of Portland to the rest of the world. So on behalf of everyone at AT&T, thank you for the opportunity. Dan?
Thank you, George. Now we'll turn it over to the president of Adidas America, Mr. Patrick Nielsen.
Welcome to Portland, to our headquarters, all of you up here and all of the media. Adidas has been a proud partner of Bayern Munich for more than 50 years. And we've been a partner of the MLS since its inception. So to be able to bring those two great unities together here in Portland, in Soccer City, USA, is absolutely tremendous for us. And also to have the MLS All-Star Game come right after the World Cup, to be able to see the best players in the world compete against the best players in the MLS, is a tremendous opportunity to showcase Soccer City, USA. And I want to congratulate Merit on building a franchise so quickly. And I also want to reach out to the Timbers Army, because I think the game and the team on the field is absolutely important. But what the Timbers Army has been able to do to enhance the game around the whole city. I've been in this business for 25 years, and I've seen many, many soccer clubs do a lot of good things in their communities. But I've never seen a fan group do more than what the Timbers Army is doing, building soccer fields in areas around Portland together with Merritt and his team and us, and that is absolutely tremendous. That sticks out to me. And lastly, I want to thank Bayern Munich, Herr Wacker, and the rest of the organization to come here. I want to thank the MLS for a wonderful partnership over so many years. I want to congratulate and thank Merit and AT&T for helping us bring this to Portland. So now the official countdown clock to the MLS All-Star Game in Portland is starting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick. And we have one final speaker who's not on the dais, a gentleman who certainly a prominent member of Bayern Munich on the field, a prominent member of the German national team. He'll be competing in the Club World Cup as part of Bayern Munich in the next few weeks. Joining us via video is Mr. Bastian Schweinsteiger. Let's go to the video.
Hello, this is Bastian Schweinsteiger. I'm looking forward to my first game in the US MLS All-Star Game in 2014 in Portland. Bayern Munich is happy to be part of it. Rose City, we see us in August. Best of MLS versus Bayern Munich. I'm sure it will be a great match. We are looking forward to play in front of our US fans. Best wishes from the cold Munich, Bastian Schweinsteiger.
From our journalists here in the room, for our individuals on the dais, feel free to ask any questions. We due to one technical challenge with a microphone, I'll probably repeat the question for those who are watching on the internet. So we'll kick it off. Do we have some of our journalists over here with questions? We'll go to Richard Farley first, then Jamie Goldberg. Richard.
You went into some detail about some of the motivations for Bayern coming here. Can you expand on that a little bit? Why would a club like Bayern, what do they get out of it?
All right, and if I'll just repeat for those watching on the internet, the question from Richard was the motivations for Bayern Munich to come over here, and what do they get out of it? York?
Well, Bayern Munich is a global brand, and we are a global club, and we have fans all over. We have a lot of fans here in the US, and that's what I said before. You know, we want to bring our brand, we want to bring our philosophy, we want to bring our team more and more near to the fans here in the US. And that's the reason why we decided to come over.
And just a note for our journalists and those watching, Bayern Munich, last time they visited the States for a preseason tour was 2004, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So it'll be 10 years since the last time they visited. Jamie Goldberg with Oregonian, go ahead.
I was just wondering, for Merritt, whether there will be any changes to the turf at Gentleman Field, or if that's been any issue.
The question was regarding the playing surface for the All-Star game. I'll let Mark Abbott address that one.
Yeah, the plan is to have the playing surface that the Timbers play on to be the playing surface for the All-Star game. It's a first-class new surface, so we're confident that that will be the right surface for the game.
There you have it. Do we have additional questions from our journalists and individuals in the room today? All right, we will conclude it. We're going to do a still and video photo opportunity in front of our banner here, and then our individuals on the dais will be available at least for a select time for some one-on-one interviews. Certainly, I'm sure all of our TV affiliates here will want to chat with them. So thanks for everyone for joining us today for this exciting announcement, and we look forward to seeing everybody next August 6th for the AT&T MLS All-Star Game, MLS All-Stars versus Bayern Munich. Thank you.
Gentlemen. Thank you.